Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Disgaea RPG video. Today's video we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do a little bit of an experiment, okay? Just basically trying to test out what is better, an optimised mono team or a buff related team, okay? Now, before we jump in and talk about the content in today's video, if you don't mind, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel and all that good stuff. Okay, so to test this out, I'm going to have to use the hardest content available in the game at the moment, which would be the final stage on hard, okay? So yes, it's not the hardest thing that you can possibly test this on, but at the current moment on global, it's really all I've got available to do this. So I'll explain what I'm going to do once I go into the stage and we'll see the results. So let's go to here, let's go to let's just go to the final stage on hard. Choose the final battle. For this first one, I want to use Tyrant Valvatores. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to go in using this team, which is an optimised spear team. Now it's almost perfectly optimised, okay? It would be better if this guy here was at any 3, okay? As it would give us a bit more speed. Let me see, double check here. Any 5, sorry. It would give us a bit more optimization because he would have damage skill dealt by skills plus 15%, okay? So it would hit a little bit harder if this guy was at any 5, okay? But it's still, obviously the synergy is still really there on this one because he's given spear wielding allies plus 18% attack. We've got Tyrant Valvatores, who is giving spear wielding allies all stats except speed plus 15%. And he's also buffing himself quite a lot. On this experiment, obviously, Tyrant Valvatores is the attacker. He's going to be the guy that we use to do all the attacks if we can. We've got Koyoko, we've got Asuka Crane Kick, who spear wielding allies, all stats plus 12%, and SP cost is down by 9%. Okay, obviously, eventually when she gets up to NE7, she's also going to give plus 16% attack, which would make this team a little bit more synergised. Now, Mao is not a spear wielding character, however, he does give all stats above plus 10%, so he is on here until we can get another character who would fill out that slot. But his first ability means he synergizes absolutely fine with the rest of the team. And finally, we have got the female warrior on this team who gives all spear wielding allies plus 18% attack as well. So what we're going to do in this experiment is we're going to see what team is more efficient at clearing this last level. Is it going to be this team or is it going to be this team, which is basically comprised of 1 DPS along with a half for SP, and the rest of them are going to be casting Mega Braveheart. And we're going to basically see what is more efficient at clearing it out. Should you be running mono teams? Are hodgepodge teams running buffs better? We will find out. But we'll go in first of all using this one and we'll see how it performs in this stage. So this is going to be our benchmark for the spear team. Now, like I say, I think this is probably one of the best spear teams you can run on global at the minute. Turn auto off. We need to start that again because the stupid game autoed, right? Right, let's say yes. I think this is one of the best spear teams you can run on global at the minute. If I had higher NE levels on Crane Kick and on Zenolith, it would obviously be better again. But for right now, we want to see how we got on. So obviously first wave, easy. Second wave, easy. Now we're going to start running into a bit of a problem, okay? Third wave, easy. So right now he's just absolutely murdering everything with all the buffs he's receiving. But as we hit this point here, he obviously runs out of SP. Let's see what he can do. Single target damage, 66 million. I mean, 66 million is pretty insane. But the rest of them aren't very well leveled. But we'll see if we've got enough in them to finish that off. Right, well, he's done with that. We'll go with you, see if you can get a bit of speed up. Some people will probably die here. Yes, not surprised. That's fine. Tyrant Valvatores, sweep. So that took, I wish there was a timer, but I don't think that took very long at all. So that was fully optimised. That was a fully optimised team. We ran through, Tyrant Valvatores could not one-shot the final boss because he didn't have any SP left. So let's compare that and contrast that against a team that is buffed. Okay, so I'm on this one again. I'm pretty much going to run the same idea. We will put you on here as well so that Tyrant Valvatores, who is our DPS, is going to get a buff. We'll go to this team here. I do have to change one thing. 64 needs to be below 68. Okay. To go to here, take these off. We'll just throw them on you just now. Right, that's fine. Okay. We'll go back to here. So let's see how quickly we can get through this. I should have ran a timer to see which one is faster, but I think I'll be able to tell by the end. So quickly select Tyrant Valvatores. We'll do that just so that you don't take a turn. Mega Braveheart. Mega Braveheart. Mega Braveheart. Tyrant Sweep. Bigger numbers there, I think. Okay, let's go again. We'll do that to you. She's literally on this team just for that SP that she gives at the start of battle. Tyrant Sweep. Again. That's fine. She hits quite hard still. Mega Braveheart. Mega Braveheart. Mega Braveheart. Tyrant Sweep. Look at the numbers he put up there. Absolutely insanity. Just crazy, crazy numbers. I do not want her to kill the boss or even touch the boss, so we'll just do that. Mega Braveheart. Mega Braveheart. Mega Braveheart. And Tyrant Sweep. Yes. Okay. So you can see there, the reason I did this was to show people when I do showcases, when I show people characters, when I do these rundowns, people say, "Oh, I don't have a spear team, so I don't want to summon for Tyrant Valvatores." "Oh, I don't have a fist team, so I don't want to summon for this character or that character." Now, we can basically take that concept, and I'll try and show you with another character. I'm doing this one a bit more on the fly at this point. So, we'll use Laharo. We'll go to here. We will change Tyrant Valvatores for, it needs to be someone that's got an AoE so that this demonstration actually works. So we'll go with, who has a cheap AoE? You have a cheap AoE? I think you've got a cheap AoE. Pretty sure you do. We'll go with you. Let me double check his skills here. Target all. How much is that? It's 22 SP. It might be a bit too expensive, but well, obviously you would aim to bring that down over time, right? So I'll still use him for this example, right? For the time being, we will still use him for this example. I need to put a little bit more speed on him, so we will take away this. We will put onto speed. We will go with you. That should bring you up. Should it bring you up? I think it should bring you up. There we go. That'll bring him up. Keep him in that slot. So again, he doesn't really synergize with anyone on this team. Went to the battle. Just running the strategy here of using these buffs. Now again, Mega Braveheart is a busted, absolutely busted buff. And I think this video is doing more to show you that you should have Mega Braveheart on your characters than anything else. But he now works a bit like Tyrant Valvatores. He will now get a boost to his own stats for regards to attack. The problem is he then runs out of SP on this scenario, which, I mean, it's not really what we were looking for, but hopefully I can just get through this round quickly and not have anyone die on me. Nah, I'm probably going to get someone dying. Maybe, no, that's fine, we can still go, that's fine. Right, okay, so we'll do that. He's built up. Another cast of Mega Braveheart. We'll do a lift. We'll just lift you for now, because then you can still continue to get buffed. Buff. She can't buff anyone, so we'll just use you to lift her. That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Mega Braveheart. Kill. Everyone should fall down. Final stage. He should hopefully just sweep here again. Oh, he didn't kill. That's fine. It's because he hadn't been buffed quite as much as Tyrant Balvatore is. But as you can see, the whole point behind this was to show you that buffing is a very good counter for synergy. So if you're someone who doesn't really have these optimal teams that you want to run, okay, then you don't really need to think, oh my god, I can't run anything because I don't have this team, I don't have that team. Instead, what you can do is you can simply take characters that have Braveheart, Mega Braveheart. The same logic applies to Magic as well if you've got Magic Boost, Mega Magic Boost. Now, some of you might think to yourself, well, Hayzink, it's all well and good you saying that. You've got Usalia, you've got Girolaharo, they're your Mega Braveheart buffers. Well, those guys aren't the only ones that have Mega Braveheart. Just so you guys know, this isn't going to be an extensive thing, but let me show you. Where are you? Round about here. This one, she, what skills learned? Spells. She learns Mega Braveheart. He learns Mega Braveheart. I've also got, if I can find her, I might not have her right now because I've got a habit of selling all of my 3-stars. I don't have one right now. The Flower Girl monster is another one that has Mega Braveheart, so you can do it on her as well. But basically, what I'm trying to say is you don't need to have just premium 4-star characters who can go ahead and use the likes of Mega Braveheart. If you do have some 4-star characters, you've got Bunny, Seraphina, she's got access to it. You've got Thursday, he's got access to it. Doing this off the top of my head, I wasn't planning to go through them all. Who else has got access to it? I believe... I'm trying to remember who else has got it. I can't actually remember off the top of my head right now who else has got it, but there is a lot of different characters that do have it, and it is something that's definitely worth focusing on. If you do not have Mega Braveheart on at least 1 or 2 characters just now, you're doing yourself a disservice, because if you didn't really notice during raids that you need to have buffs, then basically you've not been paying attention, because you really do. If you look at what we had at the start of the game, people used to run the Prism strat, as they would call it, and you know, I've put out a video telling you how to cheese the gates easy and stuff like that. This is the next level Prism strat, okay? If you have got characters who have Mega Braveheart, etc., you do not need to worry as much about synergy. You can still use a certain degree of synergy within that, because, for example, the reason I've got it on Girolaharo is because Girolaharo gives all characters attack and int plus 13%. The reason I used Laharo as a Mega Braveheart buffer is because he gives all allies speed plus all allies, all stats except speed plus 10%. The reason I put it on Fuka, Fuka is not quite done yet. If you look at Fuka, she's currently got Braveheart, but I am getting close to getting Mega Braveheart on her. She gives all allies damage dealt plus 10%. You know, if you look at, who's the other one I've got it on? Usalia. Where is she? There she's there. You look at Usalia, she gives all allies attack plus 15%. So there's a reason that I've chosen the specific characters that I've chosen to have Mega Braveheart, because they are also giving the team a little bit of a buff in the background. So there is a certain degree of synergy going on there. It's not just all about, oh my god, I need to have a spear team. Oh my god, I need to have a fist team. Oh, I'm not going to summon for this unit because I don't have any other axe units. You know, it's not necessarily all about that. And people... You can kind of move away from that mindset of synergy being the most important thing, because it's not. It's not the most important thing in the game. You can still run a team with one character who's not necessarily buffed by the rest of the team. And if you're someone who does have the likes of Braveheart or Mega Braveheart, you can start running a lot more selfish characters. There is certain characters in this game that don't really do a lot for others. A good example of that is probably Axel. Apart from like these two here, mainly Axel's biggest thing that he does is he gives himself a buff. Okay, gives himself plus 40% damage built. If you were using Axel and you had an AOE for Axel, you could basically build your team around him so that he's getting buffed constantly, but he's giving himself massive gains to his own damage, so that when he comes to hit bosses, when he comes to hit mobs, he's going to be doing crazy damage as well. So if your favourite character in the game comes out and he's very self-centered, self-focused, and you think, oh, he doesn't do a lot for the team, I don't really want to summon for this guy, then don't really worry about it, because you can build a team that isn't really dependent on synergy, and you can actually build the team to be a buff-based team, and that way you can still take on most of the content in this game. So anyway guys, that's it for today's video. This one was a bit different. I wanted to take a different approach. I wanted to talk about something a bit more hands-on. Again, really I wanted to show off my spear team. But I kind of want to try and do a little bit more hands-on focused stuff in the future. Problem being, again, Gacha's talked about this. I'm not quite in the same position as Gacha where I don't really know what to do. I've got ideas. I'd like to do a bit more hands-on-y stuff, so if there's anything in particular you want to see, let me know in the comments down below. I know to a lot of you guys who already understand the power of buffs and what it can mean to your team, probably know a lot of this stuff, but I actually still know some players. I'm looking at you here, Buddha. I know some players that are quite high on in the game. They've got, like, they've played for over 100 odd days. They've got, like, really, not 100, yeah, 100 days. They've got a lot of characters. They're fairly well set and beating a lot of the harder content, and they haven't got a single character who can cast Braveheart or Mega Braveheart. It is something that becomes a big deal as the game goes on, because it's really going to help you get over that hump of beating the harder content. So if you've not already, guys, make sure you focus on it. Just on a really quick note, if you don't know how to unlock it, find out a character that's got it, equip a spear, equip a staff. If they're a 4-star character, they will unlock it at level 22 weapon mastery. 3-star characters are not the same, however. With a 3-star character, you have to... She's there. With a 3-star character, unfortunately I didn't realise this when I started doing this on my professor. They unlock it at a different level. They unlock Braveheart at weapon mastery 9, and they unlock Mega Braveheart at weapon mastery 30. Okay, so it takes a lot more effort to get a 3-star up to Mega Braveheart. Okay, but if you use Professor, for example, she is also doing magic boost as well, so she can kind of work on a double function for support. She can boost magic characters and she can also boost the physical characters, so she is a good one to probably focus on doing it on. And if we look at this man here, when it comes to skills learned, he's exactly the same. He learns Braveheart at weapon mastery 9 and Mega Braveheart at weapon mastery 30. So it's definitely something that's worth focusing on, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you consider doing it. Like I say, anything else you want to see, let me know in the comments down below. I've been Hayzink, and as always, I'll catch you on the next Disgaea RPG video, dudes. Peace.